everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve, this is Everyday Artist, and welcome. This is Rogue, who is trying to give me a bath. Yeah, she wants to sit behind me, and she's all excited because I'm leaning forward. So it is the 1st of December, and I have to take out all my December projects. It's also, this coming weekend is Jingle Ball. Here's Hank. Come on, Hank. You don't want to be on camera? Camera shy? Okay. So I have a lot of crochet, a lot of cross stitch, and some new stuff I'm going to show you. Not new stuff, but new to you because I haven't shown it in ages. I've been doing my video for quite some time. I mean, I realize it's a small video without a lot of viewers, mostly because I really, this is the only social media I do with any regularity. I try, but it's not something I remember to do. The first thing I'm going to show you is a while back I started this. It's a Cal, K-A-L, instead of S-A-L, because it's a knit-along. And I started it. I didn't continue, but it's for this shawl. I still have the pattern. I still want to finish it. I just got stalled, and then my stuff was in storage for 1.5 years. So I took it out of storage yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, I like this thing. I don't have anywhere I can wear a shawl to, but you know, I can find a way. This is about as much of a wrap as you need here in Phoenix anyway, so anyway, that. And then I found some cotton, some great cotton, this color, and hold on, this is attached to something, this color and white, and I was like, yay, I can use cotton with what I'm doing. Uncovered some other things, you know, from the storage unit. I'm going to put a picture here of a snowman blanket. I put it on my beginning videos. I would show it to you in person, except one, it's long and, you know, hard to show on a screen like this. But also, Hank is sitting on it right now. It's a snowman quilt that I made. And I took that out of storage. I was so happy that I could put it out because I could not get to the Christmas tree stands or the ornaments or any of the stuff that we have for Christmas. So this is as much as I'm decorating for Christmas, I guess. Because I have a whole bunch of smalls, you know, berries and stuff like that I put out at Christmas. I couldn't even find those, let alone bring them back. So there's a little bit of time before Christmas. I might still find them, but you know, probably not. Anyway, there is that. I am going to show you my crochet first. I finished the ribbon candy part of, put it forwards. I finished the ribbon candy, and I love it. It looks like ribbon candy. And this is getting quite long. It doesn't really fit in my bag anymore. It's got 4 more rows, I think, and then the border and blocking and stuff like that to do. I love this kitty stitch, kitty holding a heart. So there's that. And then I made this, I think they're called Mosu bags. You know, they're also just called a knot bag, a Japanese knot bag. You carry it like this, therefore your hands are free. You don't have to set it down anywhere. You know, like if you're going where you want to just carry a few items, your ID and keys and maybe a little bit of money. And you don't set it down, so less chance of it being taken from you or lost. So I crocheted this. Trying to see where to put things. And then with that yarn that I found, I started a market bag. But I think I'm doing it wrong. I still have the same number of loops, but it does get bigger, doesn't it? I hate to go further and find out I have to go back to the beginning, but it's getting bigger, so maybe I'm doing it right, even though the number of loops is the same. Looks like a little hat. And then that knot bag came out smaller than I wanted it to, and I think it's because I was using a yarn that maybe wasn't as big as it should be. Maybe it was the pattern. I don't know. It didn't come out the dimensions that the pattern said. And I was at Hobby Lobby today and I bought this yarn. I was like, maybe I can try it again with this, because I need more yarn, right? I have more than I can fit anywhere, but you know, I need more. It's not the right color. It's not the right kind. You know what I mean? Oh, and I should have picked up some more for my blanket, and I didn't do that. So for the Jingle Ball, I am taking this Stand Up for Santa class, and I have been working on the pattern. I'm at the bottom of his coat. I still have his feet and the ground he's standing on. I will try, but if I don't finish it by the time of the class, it's not like I'm going to a physical class where I show up without my homework done. I just feel bad because I'm showing up without my homework done. I can't wait for the class. I'm so excited about the class, and I don't even have my sewing machine, so it's not like I can finish it. But I can borrow my sister's sewing machine. I can go to her house and sew. There's some other things I have to go to her house and sew anyway, so. And then I've been working steadily on CrazzyStitch. We do Geek. Did I say that was my hands-on design? Santa's my hands-on design. I've got the silver words finished, and I did some more work on this robot. And I've worked with a lot of these specialty threads, and I've never had so much trouble as I'd had with this DMC one. And then Stitching Mommy said a tip about, you know, don't loop start it like you would with sewing with the needle at the end of the loop. That way it can't fray on you because it's trapped in your stitching. And it's harder if you make a mistake to fix, but I was like, oh, this is going much faster, much easier. So the second new start I was supposed to be working on in November was this. There's no picture. It was a free chart that by I don't know who. Doreen Jones. And does she say what year? I've had these for a long time. And so I did start it. I think this is right side up. Maybe this is right side up. This is right side up. But it's a start. Now, the other project that I was supposed to concentrate on for November, seriously, Hank? He's messing up all the blankets. It's like, I gotta get them nested for how I want to sleep. The other pattern that I was supposed to concentrate on is it's by CrossStitchingForFun, Wizard Snowman. It's supposed to start the last Snowman, and I opted not to because I started Stand Up for Santa instead. I realized it wasn't a new start. There was supposed to be, I called it a whip because it's the fourth one of 4. And I just decided I'm going to work on this instead of working on that, and that's what I did in November. Now, for December, the whip that I'm, two whips that I'm supposed to concentrate on. One is Erica Michaels. Let's see if I can get, there we go. Chrismoose Berry. I'm working on this one. And here's where I am so far. And I started this with my template, which is in storage. So I have another one I'm supposed to start, and I'm like, maybe if I cut the fabric the same size. I'm in the middle of doing his back, the whole moose. Moose are so cool looking. The other one I'm supposed to be concentrating on is, this is by CrossStitchingForFun, Snowflake Ornaments. And I finished one only. And I started on another one. But I think I want to restart it over here more. I started on this owl. And part of me wants to not do the owl and not do this because I don't know what it is, and do the penguin and call it done. As it is, I won't get done anyway because, you know, Christmas. But there's the only thing that's missing from this is a brown eye. But this is too close, so I need to start it further away or start it below. And this is big enough for all 4, but I like the penguin better than I like the owl, and I like the owl. I don't know what that other thing is, and I've looked online and I haven't seen it finished anywhere. So if I worked on it, I would fill in this area right here. It looks like it should be filled in because it doesn't make sense to me. Judge Judy says if it doesn't make sense, it's not true. And the last whip I have before Flosstube Frenzy is Under the Sea Temperature Chart, designed by myself for our Etsy shop, Three Sisters Creative. This is the image of the design as it is now, and as it will remain. And it is now up on the Etsy shop along with the proper not just the image, you know, the legend and the chart itself. And I have started, I finished November almost. And then I worked some more on the ocean floor here. So I'm going to have to really buckle down and do that ocean floor. And I want you to notice there's a blue day here. It was cold. Cold for Phoenix. Cold for us. I know that some of you are where it is cold for everybody. But it was raining for 4 days, I think, which we don't get rain like that. We were all, what? So, yeah. Now, on Flosstube Frenzy, I am behind. I just started off with Stitching Mommy not posting her video until late in the day. And then she did a second one, and we went from there. So, maybe that was last week. I don't know, but I got behind. So I did some work on hands-on design. There's a hare in my garden. And I'm not doing the white on the bunnies yet. And I don't have anything above this middle line here. But I did work some more on the top of the bunny. And then I thought, this is from the thread I have. I thought I would, after I finish this second bunny, before I put in the white on these two bunnies, I thought maybe I'd do the back stitching on these, and then I'd do the white and then the back stitching and then do the other two bunnies. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I'm doing it. And then I did a lot of work on American Blues, Erica Michaels, but it doesn't look like it. It looks very similar to what it was last time. This is a little bit longer. I had this all the way out here, and I had to frog it because I somehow went up one more than I should have instead of going back down, and so everything was off. So I had to frog it all, and I was like, wow. I thought I'd gotten so far, and I hadn't. So I didn't count Stephanie's announcement as another video because it was, I didn't count it. I did not work half an hour or 2 threads on Until a Good Night, so I owe it some time this week. I did put in the horns, the nose, and the tail on the I guess they're called antlers. Something looks wrong. I guess it isn't. I was going to put in the cheeks, only I couldn't find the thread. I was going to put in the eye, couldn't find the thread. The eye in the original pattern is not a color. It's just the color of the, sorry, let me put this on the needle binder, I'm going to lose it. It's just the color of the fabric, but I'm not using black fabric. I'm using blue fabric, so I put in an eye, and that is supposed to be a cheek. And there's a cheek here, and cheek here, cheek there. And I said, okay, I'll do all 4 reindeer, and then I'll do the cheeks. But I wanted to put in another thread, and I was like, well, like you can go down to the house, or I can, and so I thought, you know what, I'll put in those cheeks. You know. So, I guess I could do some snowflakes. I have to put the sparkle on these snowflakes right here. They're not sparkly. You see here how they are. Can you tell the difference? Let's see if I can get it to show. It's not going to show. In person, you can tell that they're sparkly. Let's see if this one shows better. Yeah, see it shine right there? Maybe I don't have it on that top one either. Apparently not. Anyway, this is where I am so far. I owe it some more time because I couldn't find the threads I wanted to use. I could continue with red, and I may do that, or I might put together some white with sparkle on it and do the snow, or I could go back and do the sparkle on these snowflakes. We'll see. The Runner Stitcher posted a video, and so I worked on Silent Night, and I did not get as far as I would like, frogging, you know, but I started on the S. And then he posted another video, but I decided not to call it a video because he was talking about his Patreon that he's starting. So, let me see if you can see that better this way. So, I'll finish the S, and then I want to go back and do snowflakes so that I can get the top part done. Yeah, these snowflakes had the sparkle in them, so I can go back and do snowflakes after I finish the S. There's quite a few snowflakes that I'm missing. Yeah, quite a few. So I'm missing snowflake in here, up here, little ones here and around, little one here. So I'm missing these two, this little tiny one, this blue one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Before I get to night, I think I'm going to do that. And all of those have a blue inside. See how I haven't put it in here, but on these they have blue insides. So to do that. And Friday was with Frank, aired, and this is TinyModernist Cute Crocodile. And I was working on pink. I did finish up the green, and then I was working on pink. I think I have it right. I don't know. I had wanted to work on this one, and I picked up the wrong color, so I want to finish the leg and put the other leg down here before I go back over here. And I worked some more on Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Snowman Snuggles. This is where I am. I worked on this twice. I did some in here and some down here. I might, on that one, should start posting where I was before and where I was when I finished doing that. Now, my new starts for December. This is by TinyModernist, Narwhal Biscornu. He's just as cute as can be. Look at him. He's holding a Christmas wreath. I think it's perfect for December. Wearing a little Santa hat. I didn't have enough white. You know, I needed two pieces of fabric 7x7. And I want it blue. And the blue they had was 11x18, so that wouldn't work. I could maybe get 2 up and down, but I thought about using this one. But the problem is that one of the threads is virtually the same color, which is okay because it's got back stitching around it, but it would be really hard in the stitching part of it. So, and now I think of it, I could have done 7 and 7, so I don't know why I was thinking I had to go across. I found this white 14 count, but I don't know if you can tell, it's sparkly. I have white sparkle, but it's got a silver through it. I believe it's not Artiste. I believe it's by somebody else. And I know that this can be dyed. I don't know if the sparkle will fade away, but I think I'm going to cut 2 pieces exactly the right size and dye those so that I have the rest of this to use, you know, maybe dye a different color. And it doesn't bother me if the sparkle goes away, but I've been told that it does not. So I bought that at Hobby Lobby today when I bought yarn I didn't need. Now there were 3 Whip Go numbers for December, so the second one is St. Nick Berry, Erica Michaels. I've had this quite a while, and I'm doing it on this. This is 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. I'm going to start the narwhal, then I'm going to work on St. Nick Berry. Lastly, I'm going to work on the number 13, which is Pueblo Pottery number 2. I'm leaning toward working on the Coco Pelly one. Although these are all Hopi pottery. I don't know. I'm thinking I like that one the best. It's and on 14 count Ada, it's 3 1/8 by 3 1/4. They're small, so it's not like it's going to take a great big piece of fabric. I could even use a piece of that white that I'm cutting for the narwhal. And I think that's everything. A little bit longer of a video, but you know, beginning of the month, more to talk about. So I will see you in a week. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, we did. Went to my sister's house and ate too much and enjoyed each other's company, which is the main point. My son wasn't able to go, he had to work, but we all thought about him. And he said, I wanted to call you while you were there, but he didn't have a minute to himself, just what we used to call familia feliz, which means happy family. You know, fights and stuff like that, and family fights and family issues and fights here and fights there. So, but we missed him and we thought about him, brought him home, you know, brought him home some food from there. So Anyway, I will talk to you in a week, and I hope your December is going great. Thanks.